Now, one very interesting aspect of the max and the min function is that these functions are not just applicable to the numeric functions, but the max and the min functions are also applicable to text values. Now, this is quite in contradiction to what we must have probably learned in all our student life, because the maximum and the minimum value holds meaning only for numeric values like maximum temperature, which is numeric, maximum salary, or a maximum age, or say minimum speed. But in SQL, the way it is designed in MS Access, it is also applicable on text values also. And to understand what the way maximum and the minimum functions are applied on text values, we need to understand a simple principle in the way these values are stored at the back end. So these values simply are stored by MS Access in the form of a dictionary. So at the back end, A would be sitting up at the front. Then the letter, say the value starting with B would be standing up next. Then C, then D, and E. So when we would be talking about max of a first name, it is simply going to return me that name among these values, which is going to appear last in a dictionary. And when I'm going to talk about minimum of a first name, it is going to simply return that name which appears most recent in a dictionary, say an ordinary Oxford dictionary. So right now I have the max and the minimum functions prepared up to be applied on designation. And if you would have noticed, right now we have the designation which would appear at the foremost beginning in a dictionary is the analyst. The one which would appear at the end is team lead. So let's try to run this and see if it matches our assumption. So there you go. We have the results. The max of designation is team lead. The minimum is analyst. Now, the takeaway from this session is that one should be aware that SQL in MS Access would not throw an error if by mistakenly you have written max and minimum inside the parentheses of the max and the min functions. And it is up to the user to make sure that these are actually numeric values if that is the kind of behavior he wants or expects from it. So this was about the max and the min functions in their textual context. Thank you for watching.